All right, guys, let's get some MLB plays and props for Monday, May 6th slate of games. Trey, leaderboard starts off.
Yeah, we kind of got our doors kicked in today for the MLB, but I gave out the A's on the money line. Going up against the Marlins, the A's got their butts kicked in this game by a score of 12-3. Did not see that one coming.
Yeah, I gave out the Braves money line. The loss of the Dodgers, I was flipping back and forth between the Nats comeback and the Braves game. And every time I flipped it over, Shohei Ohtani was hitting a home run. So if he didn't play, the Braves might have won. But Max Fried, he gave up, I think it was 4 hits or 5 hits, and Ohtani had 3 of the 4 hits. So if Ohtani didn't play, the Braves might have won, but 0-1 day for myself. Trey, let's go to the props. Have you starts off.
Yeah, 0-2 here for myself. Both of them kind of unlucky. I gave out Jonathan India to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs against the Orioles. He got dropped all the way down to, I think, the 6th spot in the batting lineup. So that one was a kick to the gut. He went 0-3 in this game. And then also gave out Griffin Canning to go under 16.5 outs versus the Guardians. That's only 5 2/3. Griffin Canning, he pitched in 6 innings, his deepest start of the season.
Yeah, 0-2 for myself here. Back-to-back bad days for baseball. Julio Rodriguez, over 1.5 bases. He hit the ball in play 4 times, just right to people 4 times. Then Nick Lodolo, under 2.5 earned runs going up against the O's. The O's, I think it was Anthony Santander, hit a 3-run shot in the 2nd inning. So that one was over very quick. So bad play there. Trey, we got to bounce back today. Have you start us off?
Yeah, I'm going to take us over to this New York Mets going up against St. Louis Cardinals game. And it's going to be a fun game to watch, but both these teams, they have been underperforming compared to their preseason expectations. The Mets, they check in this game with a 16-18 record and are 7-8 on the road. And the Cardinals, they're 15-19 with a 6-9 home record. So both these teams, they've definitely been struggling this year, but I think their offenses are going to turn it around. I'm going to take the over 7.5 total runs in this game. We should see some runs being scored here because the Mets, they're throwing out Sean Manaea in this one. And Manaea, he has a 1-1 record with a 3.07 ERA paired to 1.43 whip. And Manaea, he's ranked in the bottom third of starting pitchers in expected ERA and expected batting average. So the Cardinals, they should definitely be excited for this matchup today. And the Cardinals, they're throwing out Kyle Gibson in this game. And Gibson, he has a 2-2 record with a 3.79 ERA paired to 1.13 whip. So Gibson, he's probably been the better pitcher this year. But just like Manaea, he's also ranked in the bottom third of starting pitchers in expected ERA and expected batting average. So there should be some runs scored in this game. Both these two teams, they combine to average 7.91 runs per game, which is right at this number. But with these two starting pitchers that we have on the mound, we should see both offenses hit above their average in this game. So I'm going to take the over here of 7.5 total runs in the Mets versus Cardinals game.
Yeah, Trey, I'd like to play there for you. For my play today, we're going to look at the Padres going up against the Cubs. We've got 2 outstanding arms on the mound. Darvish going for the Padres, Shota Imanaga going for the Cubs. I'm going to grab the under in this game between the two teams. It's sitting at 7 right now. I'm going to take under 7.5 by the half run. We're going to start with Darvish, and I'll probably not break down Shota because I'm going to give him out on the player prop side. But looking at just Darvish, he had a couple bad games over the last 4. He gave up 3+ runs in back-to-back games against the Cardinals, the Cubs, and the Dodgers. But if you look at all of his other starts, he's only given up a total of 1 run on the other 3 games, and that's why his ERA is still down at 3.45. He has already faced off against the Chicago Cubs this season, and that was one of his bad games. He only went 3 innings. He gave up 4 earned runs, and he didn't look great on the mound. His control was all over the place. He gave up 3 walks in that game, and he's only given up 10 on the season in his 7 games. So that was by far his worst start of the season. These are very competitive guys. I feel like he's going to go out there and make up for the wrongdoings he did in the last time he faced off the Cubs. Should be a great game here for him on the mound. The Cubs have been in these battles with the Brewers over the last couple games, and it's basically been the pitching shutout for the Brewers for the first 5 innings every single game. I'm hoping that production that we're getting from the pitching in that series transfers over to the pitching in this series because they're doing a great job, especially against the Brewers in the last one. I do think both these guys will be able to pitch fairly deep in this game, and if you want to take the first 5 under, I kind of like that play as well. But I think both of these guys can easily give us 6+ innings of work and go deep in these games. Give me the under 7.5 runs as the play. Trey, let's go to the props. I have to start us off.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be attacking one of Bears' favorite batters. Give me Jose Ramirez. I'm going to take him to go under 1.5 total bases against the Tigers, though. I really love this under for Ramirez in this game because we kind of seen him struggle a little bit this year. Ramirez, he's only batting .227 this season, and that's a dip down to .211 against right-handed pitching. And Jose, he's facing a right-handed pitcher today in Jack Flaherty. And Ramirez, he has some history against Jack, in tune to going 3 for 8 against him, which is a pretty good .375 batting average. But I kind of expect Jose to struggle in this game because we're getting him coming into this one with some negative momentum. Over his last 5 games, Ramirez, he is a massive 1 for 16. That is a doo-doo on a stick if you're asking me. So I'm going to jump on Ramirez before he gets his bat right, because Ramirez, he's batting in the 3-hole for the Guardians. So we just need him to go maybe 1 for 4 in this game for us to hit the under here. Give me Jose Ramirez to go under 1.5 total bases against the Tigers.
Yeah, Trey, I like that play for you. For my batting prop, it's going to be Pete Alonso. Over a half a home run going up against the Cardinals. The Polar Bear is overdue, and he's getting a fantastic matchup in this one going up against Miles McCollum is what mine says. FanDuel says Kyle Gibson. Action says Miles McCollum. Either way, the Polar Bear is overdue. Pete has only collected 1 total hit over the last 8 games, and it has dropped his batting average over 50 points. And again, he's overdue at the plate, not only for a good day at the plate, but to hit a home run. He's collected 8 of those on the season with 27 hits. And again, he's in a slump, but this is the best guy to get out of if he gets Miles McCollum. Miles this season, he's given up a whopping 46 hits, 24 earned runs, and 7 home runs, bringing in a 5.68 ERA. He's allowed over 6+ hits in 6 of his 7 starts this season, and the New York Mets should be able to get to him in this game. And I'm hoping that Pete gets out of his slump with Miles on the mound. And if it's Kyle Gibson, these guys have given up the same amount of home runs on the year. So give me Pete Alonso here to get out of his slump over his home run, over 0.5 home runs as the play. Trey, let's go to the pitching props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with you, Darvish, here, and I'm going to take him to go over 15.5 outs going up against the Cubs. I love this over for Darvish in this game. Even though we've seen him kind of have an up-and-down season so far, in tune to a 1-1 record with a 3.45 ERA paired with a 1.15 WHIP. So he's had a pretty decent season so far, but we have yet to see Darvish pitch deep into games because through his 6 starts, he's only averaged through his first 6 starts, he's only averaging 4 2/3 innings pitched per game, and we need him to pitch over 5 1/3 innings to get this cash for us, which he's only done once this year. But I expect him to pitch deep into this game because Darvish, he loves facing off against his former team in the Cubs. Over his last 4 games versus Chicago, Darvish, he's 2-1 with a 2.52 ERA and has averaged 6 1/3 innings per start, which is well over this number. We're going to see vintage Darvish in this game, and I'm all here for that. Give me you, Darvish, to go over 15.5 outs against the Cubs.
Yep, like that play there for you, Trey. For my pitching prop, I'm going to take my guy, Shota Imanaga, under 2.5 earned runs, and I don't think this is probably going to come out at under 1.5 runs for him. This is the best pitcher in the major leagues this season so far, and he's a rookie for the Chicago Cubs. He's been absolutely incredible in 35 innings. He has 5 wins on the year in his 6 games. He hasn't picked up a loss this season. He's coming in with a 0.78 ERA and a sub-1 WHIP at 0.75. He hasn't allowed more than 5 hits in any of his games this season, and his only runs given up have been off of 2 home runs all season long. He's also been getting a lot better at striking out batters over the last 2 games, having 7+ strikeouts against the Red Sox and the Mets. He went 6+ innings in both of those games. To say that this guy settled in for the Cubs, it's an understatement. He's going out there every single game, dominating every single game that he's been in, and I don't think that's going to stop in this one against the Padres. His control has been everything this season. That's why his WHIP is so far down, and that's why he barely has anybody on the base pass whenever he's pitching. He's giving up 1.04 walks per 9 innings. That's the 3rd best in baseball behind George Kirby and Zach Eflin. He's going to keep the bases clear in this game, and I like him to go under his total runs for the 7th straight time this season. Give me Shota Imanaga under 2.5 earned runs, probably under 1.5 runs as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with the over 7.5 total runs in the Mets versus Cardinals game. With these 2 starting pitchers we have, I'm pretty confident that we're going to see some runs be put across the plate in this one. Also going with Jose Ramirez under 1.5 total bases against the Tigers. Ramirez, he's been struggling here recently, so I'm going to hop on the cold bat before he puts it on the oven again. And I'm also going with you, Darvish, over 15.5 outs against the Cubs. It's a revenge game special, and Darvish, he loves facing off against his former team.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Cubs and the Padres. You, Darvish, and Shota Imanaga on the mound. Under 7.5 runs in that game should be a good game to watch. Then Pete Alonso in the slump. He's getting out of it in this game against the Cardinals. Over a half a home run. Should come out at like plus 400, plus 500 there. And then Shota Imanaga under whatever the runs come out at. I've got to assume that the book's going to make the change to under 1.5 the way this guy's been pitching. So under 1.5 runs as the play there. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB Picks and Props for Monday, May 6th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's two options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,